Santa's watching, Santa's creeping. Now you're nodding, now you're sleeping. Were you good for Mom and Dad? Santa knows if you've been bad.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
All right, so we are looking at, believe it or not, a horror film for Christmas. There's a lot of options I can do. Like last year, Krampus came out, and I could have reviewed that. Long story short, it's okay. But I thought, nah, if you're going to do something Christmassy that nobody really knows, well, some people know, but it's kind of an underground film, why not do one of the most famously banned Christmas movies of all time? Silent Night, Deadly Night. So, what is the plot of this movie? Well, the plot is kind of simple. The story begins in the 70s, I should say, when a young boy named Billy decided to, after meeting his grandfather for Christmas and being spooked out of his mind, is made even more traumatized by the fact that his parents are killed by a killer dressed up as Old Saint Nick. Fast forward several years later, and after having an extremely traumatic childhood, being raised at an orphanage with some rather angry nuns, basically Billy decides to become a toy store employee. But all that changes on Christmas Eve when Billy sees bad things happen and decides to punish the naughty and begin his reign of terror. So, yeah, I will say, if you are just into these kind of movies around Christmas time, like Santa's Sleigh and Krampus, obviously, you know, movies that are horror, but also Christmassy, then I think you're going to get a good kick out of this. Now, I kind of mentioned at the beginning that this film was a bit of a controversy. See, what basically happened was it was released in theaters, and a bunch of Christian mothers decided to basically try to ban this movie because it's a Christmas killer. There have been a lot more pre and post Silent Night, Deadly Night. So, what makes this movie so bad? Well, besides the fact that the killer is a guy dressed up as Old Saint Nick, there is the fact that the Christian nuns are seen as villainous. Particularly the Mother Superior character, who is just kind of a witch, if you get my drift. But, you know, you kind of feel sorry for the guy because he has had a pretty traumatic life as a kid. So you can feel for the guy, and when it all ends at the end, you still feel sorry for the guy. So, but, you know, it does have the gore factor. If you like the blood and gore in the TNA, you're going to get your stockings full, if you pardon the pun. So, yeah. So, do I recommend Silent Night, Deadly Night? If you're into that kind of thing. For little kids, no. For, like, teenagers, young adults, people about my age, yeah, I mean, if you're just morbidly curious, just to see what all the controversy is about, then yeah, I say give it a shot. But wait, you're looking at my box art and thinking, hey, this has 2 movies. Why isn't he reviewing part 2? Well, I'll kind of just summarize the plot of part 2. Take the majority of part 1, condense it down with an overtalking, with a dub over it, and add about a third more extra footage that's for this movie, including some meme-worthy lines, and you pretty much got Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. So, yeah, there's not really much to say about this. It's literally just 2/3 the first movie, 1/3 the rest of the movie. That was just, and it's the new stuff's added kind of in between. So that's all I'm really going to say about part 2. Now, as for availability of this particular movie, because I kind of messed it on the last one, this actually has 2 versions available. There is a version that you see here, which is basically like part 1 and part 2, which I got around in the $5 bin at Walmart last year for $5. There's also for $10 they have the Blu-ray, which is just the first movie, but it has more bonus features. So if you want to get your Christmas, if you're into that whole Christmas killing thing, then I say give either one a shot. And yes, there is a remake, and I'm not going to talk about it anytime soon. So join me tomorrow as we take a look back from this deadly night to more of our good friends at Rankin Bass. Until next time, see ya.